Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here, the channel where we go through the good and bad of everything nerdy to make sure you spend your time on the best of the best. In today's video, we'll be doing a review on the Unmatched Deadpool expansion, so let's get into it. So if you aren't familiar with the Unmatched series, it's a board game that's based around various different characters from all kinds of different universes. So movies, books, legends, comics, and more. And they take all those characters and then put them into a miniature battle game. And so you'll use a deck of cards to control your characters, move them around the board, and fight it out to be the last hero standing. And so the Deadpool version is just an expansion. It's not a standalone game. A lot of the Unmatched games are standalone games where they give you a full board that you can play on and characters included. But this Deadpool one is just an additional character that you can add onto any of the other Unmatched games. So with that in mind, I'll jump in very briefly on how the game works, some of the cards and features, and then I'll jump into my review after that. Alright guys, so Unmatched Deadpool Edition is an expansion that can be used to enhance any existing Unmatched playset to another game. So as you can see here, we've got the game set up from the Jurassic Park InGen vs. Raptors game. So in this case, we'll be having Deadpool facing off against a team of Raptors. And so it's kind of funny because Deadpool obviously is going to break the fourth wall of the time. And so it kind of makes sense that he could be randomly placed in any type of universe or Unmatched game board. And so the Unmatched game series is really just a tactical battle game for miniatures. And so each one of your characters is going to have a starting hit points. They have special abilities they can use. They might be melee attackers where they need to be adjacent to other opponents. They might use range attacks. And then on your turn, you're going to have various things that you can do. So each player is going to start by placing their figurine on either the first player or second player starting position. And then some players will have sidekicks that will also join the battle. But in this case, we've just got the 3 Raptor heroes and the singular Deadpool hero. So now that they're placed on the board, both players will draw 5 cards. And then your hand will consist of various different cards that you can use. So on your turn, you can just maneuver, which is drawing a card. You also can then move your character their designated number of spaces. So in Deadpool's case, he could move 2. And so I could do any adjacent space 2 places away. Also on your turn, you have to take a second action. And so this could be attacking your opponent or using a scheme. So if you're attacking your opponent, you just simply use one of the cards in your hand that has the explosion symbol, or one of these ones that's versatile that has both a defense and explosion. It can work either way. Or you can scheme, like this lightning bolt one, and this maybe gives you special abilities or actions. You just simply use what's listed on the card here. Now one thing that I like with the Deadpool deck here that you can see is that he breaks the fourth wall as expected. So like this card, for example, during combat, when you play it, immediately you need to say, "Eat me." During combat, you say, "Eat me," and after combat, you say, "Eat me." So it's kind of funny. This one, for example, you need to make an explosion sound when you play it, and if you do, you get a bonus amount of damage that the card does. This one's kind of funny too. Again, if your opponent's name is on the card, it increases the value. And then after the combat, you add the opponent's name to this card. And so after multiple playthroughs, it might get more powerful if you're playing the same people. So again, just a lot of funny different things like that as you play using the Deadpool deck. Other than that, all the rules basically stay the same as a regular Unmatched game. So definitely consult the rule book with whatever base Unmatched game you have. Well, now that you have a better idea on how the game works, some aspects of the cards in this expansion, how do I actually feel about it? Well, I think if you're a Deadpool fan and you like the Unmatched game system, you're really going to like this expansion. I think they do a great job of including various comic book images, the humor of Deadpool, and really the feel of the character when you're using them as one of the miniatures in battle. Again, Deadpool is an in-your-face melee character, and so that's how his battle style is portrayed. He also has some of the abilities similar to Wolverine, where he has regenerative properties, and so every time that you attack, you actually heal some of your hit points as you play. I also like the humor in this game as well. Again, it's very fitting with Deadpool, as Deadpool really likes to communicate with the audience no matter what medium he's in. So if you're in comic books, he knows you're reading a comic book. If you're watching a movie of Deadpool, he knows you're watching the movie and is aware of things going on in the real world as well as in the storyline wherever you may be. And so as you play the different cards, there's a lot of that going on in the game as well. So for example, certain cards will get boosts if you're not wearing pants. Other cards might give you a boost if you're playing a player named Logan, because he has this feud going on with Wolverine, which is kind of a tie-in of the feud between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds that they joke about all the time. And the list kind of goes on and on. And so I think it would have been cool if the game was a standalone game and there was a game board, maybe a couple other characters as well. But even though it's not, it's a great addition to any other Unmatched game. Like I said, the feel of Deadpool really comes out in the character and the deck of cards when you play as Deadpool. The miniature is awesome and very highly detailed. And I, again, think they did a really great job of recreating Deadpool in this Unmatched universe. But let me know in the comments below if you've played Unmatched before, if you've tried out this Deadpool expansion yet, if you think you're going to add it to your game library, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to pick up this expansion, head on over to mondoshop.com and use the promo code NPG, and you'll actually get 10% off games and puzzles while you're there. So if you want to pick up a copy of this, click the link in the description below and use our promo code NPG to get that discount. If you guys like this video, be sure to smash that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out. And if you'd like to help us support the channel, pick out content and more, become a patron of ours at nerdproblemsgaming.com/Patreon. And if you'd like to plug into our live streams and Let's Plays we do on the channel, you can follow us on Twitch at nerdproblemsgaming.com/Twitch. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.